Alright, in this video we're going to take a look at how not to fin swim. We're going to see a lot of issues with this guy's form, so let's get into it. First off, one of the things you're obviously going to notice is he uses a lot of knees to try to propel himself through the water. So this guy is relatively new at trying to fin swim and has already done about 5 or 6 laps. He's trying to maintain a minute a lap pace, and you can tell his hip flexors are already kind of already smoked, and so he's trying to propel himself through his knees, which is not the way you want to do it. Although knees may seem easier to do, it's less efficient, and you're going to tire yourself more. So your power needs to come from your hips, and that's why we do so many flutter kicks. It's to strengthen up your hip flexors. So your knees, while fin swimming here, need to be either locked or near locked, and you need to point your toes through the whole fin swimming iteration. So second thing we're going to look at here is you'll notice the guy's trailing arm. It moves quite a bit all over the place. That's not helping him maintain a streamline effect, so he needs to lock that right down to his body. We'll take a look at his forward arm, and you also see that one's moving around a lot as well. It needs to really be locked in right next to his head and performing a knife edge so that he's getting through the water as quick as possible. So on top of that, his forward arm has one job and one job only, other than just maintain that knife edge. It needs to propel him off the wall as fast as possible. So I like to tell people, when you're approaching the wall and you hit the T coming up, you need to be thinking, I need to explode off that wall. And so that forward arm's job has one job only, is to grab that wall and throw yourself back the other direction. And you see he's not doing it. He's kind of resting a little bit, taking a second or two to get his composure and keep going. And a second or two each lap adds up quite a bit. So we'll explore how to get off the wall in depth in another video, but you can see here this is not how you do it. You don't approach the wall and then slowly push yourself off. So the other thing that you'll see this guy doing, he's moving around his lane quite a bit, and there's two problems with this. One, you're increasing the distance that you're traveling. If you can maintain a straight line as possible, you're going to decrease the distance that you're going. Second of all, when the pool starts to get crowded, you're going to have a lot of people swimming right next to you, and you need to maintain your spot in the pool. And the way that you do this is by looking down at the lane line that's on the bottom of the pool. Typically, whatever course you're going to be going to, in dock, dive school, or wherever your course may be, lane lines are probably not going to be in the pool. So you need to be looking down and taking reference points off the bottom of the pool, or else you're just going to be kicking fins with the guy next to you as you're going all over the place. So you can tell this guy's a few laps in, and he's really starting to hurt. And the truth of the matter is, fin swimming's going to hurt. There's no way around it. And everything from your feet, your ankles, all the way up your legs are going to be smoked. Fin swimming is not an enjoyable experience. And so the way you get past that is you just get used to it. You have to get in the pool, and you have to put in the time of just swimming back and forth. Get your feet, your ankles, your legs used to the strain of fin swimming with these giant rocket fins on. Once you start putting in the laps and start putting in 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, you'll probably start getting cramps in your calves as well, and that's something you have to work through. You have to find a way to keep fin swimming while working out that cramp, and you'll know when you get a cramp when it comes in, because they're pretty excruciating. But you gotta learn not to stop, because two things are going to happen. One, you're going to slow down, and your fin time's going to slow down. And two, you're going to kind of ID yourself to the instructor as you pop up and you're stopped and not moving. So what type of times are you shooting for while doing this? If you're in a 25-meter pool, going down and back, it's 50 meters, you're aiming for 60 seconds per 50 meters. And that holds true even in the longer fin swim times, 30, 40, 50 minutes, 60 on up. Now, if you're in a yard pool and you're training for this, you convert it to 55 seconds a lap. So 50 yards, typically down and back in a 25-yard pool, 55 seconds is where you need to be. So if you're swimming like this guy, you're struggling, you haven't got the endurance down, you're using a lot of knees, you're getting off the wall slow, and your arms are all over the place, you need to correct course. You need to strengthen up your legs, get in floater kicks, get in the pool, work on your technique, and get your lap times down under a minute a lap for the meters and 55 seconds for the yards.